is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts with a run from H.A. And we'll get this up just shy of the 30. When you talk about this Jets defense, they're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
And not just speed, not just their physical skills. You know what pulls it all together for this secondary? Their smarts and communication. They play really well as a unit.
Right back to H.A. on second down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Now H.A. on first and 10. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The Dolphins at 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they fell in the opener, got back on the beam with a win in Week 2, but stumbled again last week to fall under 500.
And despite that stumble, I don't think anyone's too concerned because they've made mistakes that they believe are correctable. And this is a team still getting to know each other. I'm not that concerned, and neither are they.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. And that's incomplete.
I will see more than trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Now Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Dalvin Cook with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Well, we've said it many times. He is always a threat to go the distance anytime he's got the ball in his hands. And on this occasion, he did just that.
Well, he's definitely the guy that makes this offense go. And when you're an RB1, running back 1, you've got to be willing to be patient at times as well. Not every run's going to be the home run we saw there. But once you get that opportunity and that opening, you take full advantage.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, "Let's go, big boy. You're still our leader."
On second down, a run by Achane. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
They go play action here on first down. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. And that is well read there defensively. He was looking to use his speed to get the edge, but they said no way. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. You talk about this Jets defense. Now, they've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might sit.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Jets are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
And Brandon, how many times have we talked with these rookies out there, and then we finally hear from them that the game slowed down and they're able to handle things? Not so far for this rookie, because right now, back-to-back drives, they picked him off. Not college football anymore. He's got to find a way to handle what these defenses throw at him.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They start the drive with Cook. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. Channing Tindall is there for the tackle.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here comes 3rd and about a foot. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he'll have the first down as he's up to about the 18. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it and pick up first downs.
The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They run the counter with Cook, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, let's face it, that's just a helpless feeling for a running back there. He's looking up to find a hole, and all he finds is a whole lot of ticked-off linebacker.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Prescott off play action. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Now Hill to return it. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Up the middle, Achane. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. From the 41, this is 2nd and a yard. Achane here, they stay on the ground. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Cook is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Again, it's Cook. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Butker on for the PAT. And this is off the left upright, but he banks it through. How about that one?
Dolphins nothing. Harrison Butker set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. Oh, good return up past the 30. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over. This game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
Second and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a 1st down as well. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Here's Cook again. And he gets it down to the 32. 45 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
At the 10-yard line.
Seven yards left for second down. Ball at the 10. On second down, a run with Hall. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Throw left side complete. That's Davis. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
And that's certainly an important score right there, because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is up to 15 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores. The Dolphins moving with a sense of urgency here.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 29-yard
Off the bootleg. Farr. He'll dump this off to Achane. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. This time they stay on the ground. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
That's about what you would expect, since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guaranteeing it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Dolphins 6.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This take it in at the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
At their own 13-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Play action now. Prescott. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
On second down, Cook. And some space here. There he goes left side. He's on his way. And they will finally haul him down at the Dolphins' 23-yard line. 102 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
New York.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now 2nd and 5. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
The passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
A 45-yard attempt.
Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Here's Achane to start the drive. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Off the play fake. Farr. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 23 yards, the final tally.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
At the 30-yard line.
Third quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10. Off play action. Far. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That's good for 28 yards.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Achane is into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. So a very important first drive of the third quarter, Charles, and safe to say a much-needed touchdown.
Which leads to the question, where was this in the first half? Because if they'd had a few more drives like that, they wouldn't be in this situation. But that is the kind of drive that sends a message to the other side. We're going to be here, and we're going to battle you to the end.
So now the Dolphin offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. After the TD, here's Carpenter on to kick it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Up the middle, it's Cook. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. They run it again with Cook. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Now 3rd down and 7. Now Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. When there's extra defenders on the field, dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit into football.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. The tackle by Quincy Williams. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. Now a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Far. Going right side here, and that's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 4. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball, because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
From the gun on 3rd down. Far. And going deep for Hill. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 62 yards. And the Dolphins have made it a 1-score game again in the 4th. This time, the extra point up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the TD, here's Carpenter on to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. Because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
Here's 2nd and 10. On play action, Prescott. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
Prescott on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Paul want to give up the middle. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll go down, but not before getting is inside the 30. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
And the Jets, first down.
First down, Prescott. This pass out wide to Hall. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Straight ahead is Hall. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 49 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Cook will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Dalvin Cook, so good in the open field, but he's equally good down here near the goal line. He can find those seams and just push his way through. So he might get another chance or two to punch this one in.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try again. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Dalvin Cook, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
And that right there is the definition of a statement drive. You're in the 4th quarter, trying to get to the finish line, and here they were able to hold the ball for a long time and move it down the field. And how about them finishing it off with the touchdown run? Winning football 101, check that box.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Throwing to start the drive. Far. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Back to throw. Far. They set up the screen. Achane has it. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. To throw on 2nd down. Far. They complete it to Hill. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 23 yards the pickup there. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
On 1st and 10. Far. And going deep for Hill. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
Let's go.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Well, the elements, the crowd, the situation, this is NFL football at its best. Here's 3rd down. Staying on his feet, forced out to his left. And he coughed it up. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real...
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
In motion right is Davis. They'll run with Hall. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. 55 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air free football.